to the line of the Western and Atlantic Railroad. That's where Atlanta was born. And there a train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one. Between the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Along one sideline, Dan Quinn, former head man here in Atlanta from 2015 to 2020. His guy's one of the final winless teams in football this season, trying to change that here. Across the field, that's head coach of the Falcons, Raheem Morris. To start this drive. Escapes out to the left. Caught out left. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A handoff for Robinson, running right. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Commanders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away. The Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Falcons, first down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. It is caught left side. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. The Commanders have an early lead. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap. They give to Robinson. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
A gain of 2.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. There he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now give to Bijan, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Pass is caught, that's Darnell Mooney. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the 6. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We're running here with Bijan. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short pass brought in. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Falcons first down.
He's going to throw this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here's second and 10 from the 21.
Makes it second and 10.
He's going to throw it again. Complete over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. To the line. Here's third and 3.
Brings up third and 3.
Pass play coming here. That one's caught by Mooney. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. Throwing it again here. Finds him. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a one-score game before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The Falcons ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit.
Let's go.
Starting the half with Robinson. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. So you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Second and 10, here's a pass. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is Robinson. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. Following the near interception, this is second and 10. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third down, and they need to get 10. And air it out on third. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain, and that's a Falcon first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A toss now to Robinson. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Third down here to Robinson. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. And hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. He'll work against the blitz. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on.
Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10, they're going to throw. Austin's there to haul it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Just a yard left to go on second down. Back to throw. Risky throw. It's intercepted. Cole Holcomb has it.
Intercepted by the Commanders. The Commanders take over first and 10.
It's a win on the road for the Commanders. And this game, wow, it came down to the final.
On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. His guys currently sitting at 500, 2-2 through 4 games. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Julian Blackmon.
Now back to throw. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
12 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Falcons first down.
Back to throw here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but he had the opening drive interception. Now he'll try to fix things here on drive number 2. And speaking of the number 2, remember, he also had 2 interceptions in last week's ball game as well. 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. So, well, we'll move. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons
looking to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 57 yards. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. A gain of 3 on the play.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. That pass taken in by Burks. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the Saints' 41-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guy.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. He'll try and do this himself. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 1. A minute 24 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd. See if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons.
He's back to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
Intended for number 86. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Robinson up the middle. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
Back to throw.
It's complete. Burks.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was,
The Falcons game is over.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. On the Falcons sideline, their head coach, Raheem Morris. His guys are 3-2 here in the early part of the season. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His team looking for a spark, hoping. Raheem Morris, their Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Another run here for Robinson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. He'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have that Falcons 1st down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 2.
And the Falcons 1st down.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Packers on top. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. Set to go now on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tack. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. To the right. There's Pitts. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To the outside. Catch made by London. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game.
The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught right side. It's London. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Pushed out to his left. And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he will score. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Falcons 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. On the move left. Now he'll run. Now a timeout. Let's go first. The clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Forced out left. Now he takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Falcons get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Headed left, buying time. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend.
Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this to about the 28. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw and the pass is incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. That's complete. He's got it to London. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on...
So, here are the Falcons, down 21-20. A minute 14 to go. They're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw, moving left. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Now on 2nd and long.
17-yard loss.
Throwing now from the gun. Be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Again, working deep downfield.
That's interference. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
Here is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
21.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. That was a game that was in doubt till the very end. They were able to hold on, come away with the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Robinson with another carry. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Brings up third down.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first.
2 yards.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Back to throw. That's complete to Treylon Burks. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Here's a 2nd and 7. A shot downfield for Burks. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A shot downfield for Burks. And this is dropped.
Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have.
So out come the Falcons now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
On the jump.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes for a gain of 31. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
He capped off that last drive himself, had the touchdown run, and he'll take over here again, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So that wipes away a big play on the penalty for illegal touching on the outside.
And that's one as a receiver where a lot of times you don't even realize that you've even done it, but just one foot goes over the chalk and you're the first to touch it when you come back in, that's going to be a penalty.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A shot downfield for Burks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Touchdown Falcons! Foster Moreau in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going.
Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you... Falcons offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 94 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
That's another. Let's go now. First down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
19, Tiger, 19.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Now, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Falcons are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And they'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up third and 6.
Third and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And oh, he's just going to be... And here now come the Falcons. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
60 Eagles.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
36-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on second and 8. Robinson on a good right side. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
It's now third and 9.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 9. Now back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Falcons,
The Falcons game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The division race is taking shape, and it's time to take stock of where they're sitting so far.